On for now, U.S. President Donald Trump has said that he does not want a war with anyone over the attacks on Saudi Arabia's oil facilities. This comes after the Saudi-led coalition had claimed that the initial investigations had shown Iranian weapons were used in the attacks. Trump also said that it appeared as if Iran was behind the attacks, but he wanted to be absolutely sure about it. Yesterday, President Trump had said that the U.S. was locked and loaded to respond to the attacks, but he has now said that even though U.S. is ready more than anybody else to help Saudi Arabia, he is hoping to avoid a war-like situation with Iran.
Options right now, we want to find definitively who did this. We're dealing with Saudi Arabia, we're dealing with the Crown Prince and so many other of your neighbors, and we're all talking about it together. We'll see what happens. We'll let you know. As soon as we find out definitively, we'll let you know, but it does look that way.
President, do you want war with Iran?
Do I want war? I don't want war with anybody. I'm somebody that would like not to have war. We have the strongest.
Yesterday, the Saudi-led military alliance said that the attack on the oil industry was carried out with Iranian weapons. They were not launched from Yemen, as claimed by Iranian-allied Yemen Houthi rebels. The Iranian President Hassan Rouhani did not speak about these allegations, but he defended the attacks by the Yemen rebels, saying that they were an act of self-defense in response to years of attacks by the Saudi-led coalition.
کاری که مردم یمن انجام میدن دفاع مشروع از خودشون هست، حمله متقابل هست، راه حل اساسی هم پایان دادن به این تجاوز هست. ما معتقدیم راه حل یمن یه راه حل سیاسی هست.
At the United Nations Security Council, Yemen's envoy condemned the attack and said that it had increased the chances of a regional conflict. China also condemned the attack. While a crisis might be brewing at the global level, some countries are trying to make the most of it. Look at Russia, for example. The Russian president proposed to sell its missile systems to Saudi Arabia so that it can defend itself. Putin offered the same defense systems that it had sold to Iran and Turkey. His remarks coming after U.S. officials blamed Iran for the attacks on Saudi facilities. His comments were aimed more at the U.S. than at Saudi Arabia, as the U.S. systems failed to detect or intercept the attack on Saudi's oil facilities. Listen into what he said.
Вот, чтобы защитить свой род, свою страну, мы готовы оказать соответствующую помощь Саудовской Аравии, а политическому руководству Саудовской Аравии достаточно принять мудрое государственное решение, так как это сделали в свое время руководители Ирана, закупив С-300, и так как сделал президент Эрдоган, закупив у России новейшие комплексы ПВО С-400 «Триумф». Они надежно защитят любые объекты инфраструктуры Саудовской Аравии. And
Putin said this with a devious glow in his eye, while his Iranian counterpart enjoyed a good laugh. Years ago, Iran agreed to buy the S-300 missile defense systems from Russia despite U.S. opposition. Russia had earlier refused to complete the sale due to U.S. pressure and the UN sanctions on Iran. It completed the delivery in 2016 after the Iran nuclear deal was signed. The U.S. had also opposed Turkey's plans of buying the S-400 defense systems from Russia. It threatened Turkey with sanctions and urged it to buy the U.S. Patriot missiles instead. But Turkey defied the U.S. as well. It received the first delivery from Russia in July this year. Now, Russia is looking at Saudi Arabia for a potential deal. Currently, Saudi Arabia is one of the biggest buyers of U.S.-made weapons. Trump has always boasted, in fact, about the deals with Saudi Arabia. Trump did not even allow the U.S. to block arms sales to Saudi Arabia even after the killing of Saudi journalist Jamal Khashoggi.
But if you look in terms of dollar...